right this time. Welcome back to the Fermented World channel. Today we are brewing a S.M.A.S.H kit. I'm not going to show you what it's got in it because that would be unfair to Brew Day suppliers, as it's their recipe, not mine. But I will tell you that we're using Sabro hops. Now, this is the hops that I selected. If you go on their website, you choose S.M.A.S.H, it gives you another drop-down menu. You can choose which hops you want to use. I nearly went with Citra because I really like Citra, but everything's about Citra. I thought I'd give another hop a little bit of a go on its own. I'm going to record all of this in fast again, like I did with the previous ones, because I'm not sharing the recipe, so I don't really need to tell you what to do. And even if I was sharing the recipe, I could still do it quicker, gets you the information you want without having to listen to people chat God knows how long. So without further ado, we are going to heat some strike water. For my setup, I use, so this is a 15 litre pan. I use 11 litres of strike water, which I'm going to put in my Campton tablets because I forgot to last time and I had to put them in after. I use 3 because I'm doing over 2 gallons. It's probably a bit excessive, but I don't care. It gets me good beer. I don't go too much into the science of the water because I just don't understand it, to be honest. I've read about it numerous times. I've read it in 2 books, but nah, just in one ear and out the other. I'm producing good beer, it tastes good. It's only really me who's got to drink it. We've got 2 hops going into it today, which are obviously clearly Sabro. And we're using S.A.F.A.L, whatever, US 05 yeast. And that is it. We've got 1 single malt type, we've got 1 single load of hops. There is a dry hop edition as well, but that's in the fridge, I don't need that today. One's going to go in from the beginning, straight into the boil, and one's going to go in 5 minutes towards the end of the boil. We need a Proctor Flack tablet, which is here. That's going to go in 10 minutes towards the end, I believe. Yep, but it only uses half a tablet for this one. Don't know why. Right, so we've got the half that's going to be going in there. So let's get this beast started. I'm really looking forward to this because this is going to be the beer that I try myself. And I bought this so that I could get an understanding of how a S.M.A.S.H works. And to be fair, they're pretty darn simple. This is pretty much the same as the pales that I've brewed, the IPAs that I've brewed. Even the New England IPA was sort of similar to this, but it just had a hell of a lot more hops. And there was a massive hop stand at the end of the New England IPA, which is going to be ready this weekend, and I cannot wait. I've already sampled a small bottle of it. Oh my gosh, it was lovely. And if it's going to get better after the 2 weeks that I've left it, then get in. Well, it'll be over 2 weeks by the time the weekend comes. Anywho, yakety yak, let's get this S.M.A.S.H on. Let's measure out some water. Now, I'm going to come in now and have a little bit of a speak because I'm annoyed and I'm trying to hold it together, but my trusty thermometer has just decided to give up on me. Now, with things that are quite crucial like this, I've just learnt my lesson. It's worth having a spare. Same as with a hydrometer, because they're made of glass, you can break them. I haven't broke one yet, touch wood. But now I have no way of telling what temperature my sparge water is going to be. Fingers crossed, I've got it where I need it to be, 76. If not, well, that's just tough titties in it at the end of the day, because we're going to be moving over right now to get this sparged off as it needs to be, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, so even though my thermometer was knackered, I guesstimated where it was going to be, and we are between 22 and 24. Now this needs to ferment at 20 degrees, but natural temperature in here for me is 22. So I'm gonna ferment it at 22. I may even put it down here, which will bring it down a little bit, which keeps it a little bit cooler. But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pitch the yeast. And that's pretty much it, you know. We've done it. This is still dripping out a little bit. My change in sparge water, I had an extra litre of sparge water. It made a big difference. It's got us just above where this kit should be. So we're going to take a hydrometer reading so we know what we're starting with, and we can adjust anything from there if needs be. Depending on what start gravity we've got, which we'll soon know. I mean, if it's not high enough, we can add a little bit of brewing sugar. If it's too high, we can add a little bit of water. You're not meant to, I don't think, but yeah, well, it is what it is, isn't it? So start gravity should be 47. I'm at 56. 2, 4, 6. I'm at 56. So I don't mind this being a little bit stronger, to be honest. This is supposed to be 5%. Mine will come out strong, a little bit stronger than that, not too much. But I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to adjust it, fanning around and all that jazz. So yeah, we're done. Pop that back in. This is going to start at 56. Double check. 246. Yep. So back in with that. And we're going to pitch the yeast, add our airlock and lid, and job's a fish. all these kits come with everything you need. They come with hops, yeast, and so on and so on. So I'm going to get that yeast in there, spread it out nice and evenly, get it all in. It's a bit overkill to use a whole packet, but at the end of the day, I've not really got anything else to use it for, and all the other kits that I do have, I've got yeast that I can use with them. I'm going to give that a mix, get all that yeast nice and wet, and I'll add a bit more oxygen to the wort as well. Wort, whatever. And then, after I've finished splashing it all up the freaking wall, we're going to add the airlock and lid. This is a new fermenter. I had to buy this one because the lager that I'm brewing has got another 27 days. So the lager's crazy. And I was like, when I realised how long it was going to take to brew the lager, I was like, bloody hell, I need a new fermenter. So I got a new one. It's not a bad thing, getting 2 beers on the go at once. So I've got my little airlock, although my airlock's not got a little hat on it. I should have a hat. See if I've got a spare one. Yeah, I have. Just stops the bugs climbing in and getting stuck in the airlock. Righto, so we're going to leave this now for, I think it says 4 days, and then check it. Yeah, 4 days, check the gravity. If the gravity is at this specific gravity it says it should be at, add the other bag of hops and then leave that for 3 days. Job's a fish. Bottle. More beer. So I'm going to get this labelled up with a little note on it saying the date, what it is, and what the original gravity was, because that's a good way of remembering, having it written down. Normally I put it into a book, but there's no need to put it into a book because I kind of got everything that's in there and I know what was in it because it's in the instructions. So well, there we go. Sabro S.M.A.S.H. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.